If you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're not alone. Nearly 2/3 of Americans say they are struggling to make ends meet. Financial professional Nathan Ford from Vital Retirement Planners joins us now with ways to help you live more comfortably. Good morning, and Nathan, thanks so much for joining us.
Good to be with you, Jenny. Hope you're doing well.
Yes, hope you're doing well too. Can you, Nathan, please explain why more people are living paycheck to paycheck?
Well, a couple reasons. We know expenses have increased, ordinary living expenses. The cost of groceries have gone up. I was just checking the inflation rates on milk and eggs, for example. Just in the last 4 years, you're spending 40% more today for just milk and eggs than we did 4 years ago. So for every $10 you're spending on milk and eggs, you're spending $14 now. It's easy to blame inflation for living paycheck to paycheck, but a lot of the people I talk to, income is not the problem, it's bad spending habits. And the bigger problem with that is that could force people unnecessarily to get into debt. And as we know, that could be a downward spiral.
Yeah, that is not a cycle we need to live up to. So how does living paycheck to paycheck actually affect our future?
Well, if we only have enough money or think we only have enough money for necessities, then obviously we're not going to be spending money in areas that don't seem urgent, but that can still be just as important, like your emergency fund, building up your emergency savings, or investing for the future, planning for retirement. You're probably not taking vacations and giving yourself the break that you need, which we know can pile on that stress and that anxiety, and that's not good for your emotional or your physical health either.
All right, so Nathan, what are some steps we can take, some maybe easy steps to take to become more financially secure?
Well, and they are easy steps, and we believe strongly at Vital Retirement Planners that you have a plan with your finances. So the first step is to budget. Make sure you know how much money is coming in and how much you have to spend to maintain your living expenses, and how much you have allocated to necessities, and then what additional income you may have left over. You've got to track this. It's one thing to just put this together, but you have to track your spending, and this will be eye-opening for a lot of people. Know where your money's going. Keep your receipts and review those monthly, or if you have a way to download your transactions, if you do online banking, do that just to get a better grip for where things are going. And what will happen is you'll be able to easily identify expenses that you can cut out, unnecessary expenses. And very small movements here can make really big changes in your financial situation. The other really important thing that I think is going to help you stay motivated, it's going to help you accomplish really important things, is to set goals, very clear goals about your retirement. What kind of home do you want to live in? How do you want to travel? What kind of freedom do you want in your life? And visualize this and set monthly, quarterly, annual goals, baby steps towards these larger goals. And you're going to see some pretty cool things happen in your life financially.
Those are all great steps, even a little bit. I know that when I tracked how much I was spending on coffee, it was a lot. And I was able to take out some of that coffee buying.
I know people who have quit smoking just because they saw how much they were spending on cigarettes. So there could be a lot of peripheral benefits that come from having a simple financial plan.
So never mind the health benefits. It would just cost too much. I mean,
That's right.
Nathan.